trying to fix my tripod because it is doing this major bad. So crazy. I'll get Sienna on, but I don't know what happened to my tripod. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm gonna keep messing with this so it's not crooked the whole time. Mm-hmm. But I can't figure out what's happening.
I'm here.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Okay, girl, my tripod is like so good.
I'm trying to push mine back a little bit because we've got similar
Mine's crooked. Here's where it should be. Okay, so I don't know. You know me and tripods. I'm like, how do I have so many troublesome ones?
I've tightened mine up so it should stay. It should be all right.
I don't know. Mine has a heavy lean to it. Whatever.
You like
I am. And I don't know what happened. Crazy thing.
oh,
So happy Friday.
gosh.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Super close.
Happy Friday. And good evening to anybody that's in Perth.
And good evening. Um, so do you want to tell them what we're doing?
Oh, we're in our PJs. It's PJ time.
It only took us, like 40 episodes to
Yeah,
figure out that we'd be doing,
we should do this. Yeah.
we're doing pajama writing sprints because it is almost bedtime in Perth. It's just waking up time here in the States. So I thought, oh, this will be so cute if we just start doing jammies. And then we're comfortable.
Yes.
Y'all comfortable.
Very comfy.
Yeah, it's like, why did it take us so long to think of this?
I know. It's very cool. And very comfy. I feel very comfy.
At least we're finally doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I have nothing ready because I was been playing tripod all morning.
My internet was playing up, so it took me a while to get on.
It's like we're both having problems. And I think you said Monday we're not going live because you have a conflict. So
Yeah.
I'll be here
I will be over some waters somewhere.
Yeah, on your way to Italy.
Yes, going to Italy. Going to Florence.
Okay, are you going to load up your stories with pictures so we can all pretend we're like there?
I'm going to definitely put some of my daughter's, because I'm going for my daughter, so I'll put some of my daughter's stuff up for her event and what we're doing and some sightseeing as well, because I'll be riding on the journey. So
And her designs.
yeah, her design, she's done really well.
Yay. Yeah, she has done really well. They're beautiful.
The ones that are in, so she's showing the same ones that we've already shown in Italy, which is fine, but the new so we will head to Fiji. I'll meet her in Fiji after, and that's new stuff. So she's been busy.
What does she do? Does she have a schedule or does she do it like when she feels good? Because I know not all days are good days for her.
Yeah, we've had 2 bad days at the moment. She's lots of seizures last couple of days, so it's been bedtime for her. And then when she's good, she full on paints and creates and does what she wants to do. And then when she's not so good, it's just sleep.
Yeah, well, they say sleep is healing, but yeah, because she's productive, like she produces a lot.
Yeah, she keeps herself busy and she loves it. And she loves a bit of loves a bit of fans. Like she's a bit peeved at me because I get on here with you and why can't I? So that's why I just keep encouraging her to come around and say hello.
Of course, always. We love guest appearances.
Yes, yes. She just came in before to say goodbye, good night. So she's gone to bed now. So she's and this is never like she's a late owl. She's always up till like midnight.
Yeah, so she is. Well, she's had those 2 bad days she said in a row, so she's probably wiped
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
yeah, she'll be. I'm hoping Sunday, Mother's Day, she'll come good and we can actually go somewhere for lunch, which will be nice because I leave on Monday, so I'd like to do that with her.
Oh, heck yeah.
Mm.
That is nice.
Yeah.
My kids keep forgetting it's Mother's Day. They're like, so I got this and this and this. I was like, Sunday's Mother's Day. They're like,
I have a great daughter-in-law and she organises things for me, so that's really cool.
oh, that's sweet.
She's like, we're having dinner here or we're having lunch here. Make sure you make it. I was like, okay.
Oh, she's good.
Yeah, she's very organised. I wish I was as organised as her. She likes dates and commitment.
I know. I used to be a reform. I used to be an A type, and now I've slipped into like a B type, and I'm like, get your ass back into the A category, girl. So yeah.
Yes,
All right, what's
I hear you.
your on today?
Um, Book 4. So I've been up to chapter 6 now. So worked on it through the week a little bit, getting into some cool parts. So
Yay!
yeah, but yeah, and I've got to upload. So in illicit roads, I found a heap of typos and I sent all the changes to AJ and she's fixed them. So I've got to upload that too. So I might do a bit of both while I'm in the zone.
Gotcha. I am re-editing my Canyon series because I
Mm,
read in some reviews there was some typos, and I was like, what? And so like when you go back through, you're like, how in the world did this make it past all these editing eyeballs? But it
yeah.
did. So
And it does. I mean, you and I both know it happens. Like it's people read over it and yeah. And it's not anybody's fault. It's just, it happens.
we go blind to it. Yeah. So that's been my goal for the week. I'm so behind because that's 4 books in the series because I want to like edit them all and
Yeah.
then go and reformat and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm scared to
Pot and
touch.
paper. Hey, I'm pretty sure that's Kate. I think she's got a new page for what she's been doing. So I think a bit of writing and a little bit of editing. Am I right, Kate?
Yeah, tell us in the comments, Kate, what's up.
But yes.
So,
So she's amazing. She's been helping me out quite a lot.
oh, that's nice. It's
Mm,
so good when you have like the right support team and the right people around you. It makes all the
yeah,
difference.
I agree. There's a lot of love in the people that I got around me, which is cool. I like, I feed off that and I love seeing other people grow. Like that's one thing I love. So yeah.
I totally agree. I agree. So
I actually watched your interview today with the doctor.
he was good, Dr.
Yeah,
Paul.
he has some pretty interesting stuff. So I was quite interested in what he was talking about because people do tend to throw, I suppose, medicines at people without actually looking at what their background what it could cause. And that really struck a chord with me. It was good, a good chord.
Yeah, he is really insightful. And that kind of doctoring does not exist anymore here in the States. Like he
Mm,
said, managed medicine is like getting in 5, 10 minutes and then just throwing, SSRIs or drugs at people. And he's like, no, I'm trying to look at the whole person. Is it genetic? I'm trying to get them back to like their best time. When he said that, whether it be like childhood or high school or their 20s or something like that, I'm like, no doctor does that. They're just like, well, you're 30, 40, 50, 60. That's just how it goes.
yeah,
That's, and then him returning phone calls within 24 hours, that's unheard of here in the States. They just don't do it.
right.
When he said, I have people on a treatment plan and kind of feeling really good after 2 visits. I'm like, what? That doesn't exist anymore.
Mm,
When I
yeah,
do televisits, telemedicine, across all the domestic U.S., I'm like, that doesn't exist. It was just so shocking how he runs his practice so different, almost like house calls, and how I grew up. When you
yeah.
have house
It's
calls, your
it's
doctor would come to you.
we're lucky here in Australia. We have a little bit more of a personal touch, and bedside manner's really good. Like doctors that I've used definitely still do that follow up. They you know, but again, you've got to be in with the doctor that has the experience that you need, especially if you're in a, you know, if something's wrong. Like even with my daughter, I've got to make sure I get the right fit for her
Right.
compared to what I need. So that's still, I think what he knocked, you know, he hit the nail on the head with a lot of his conversations of knowing who you're seeing and them knowing you inside
Yeah.
and out, which is important.
Really,
Mm.
really, really good interview last night. Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
That's Dr.
I was
Paul.
late for it. I got to watch some of it live, but I had to go off and do something, and then I came back and then I rewatched it again as well. So
Yeah, he's really good.
I was like, no, it's good.
I had a few DMs saying like he was a really good interview, and I'm like, I know he's so smart.
Mm, yeah, he's very well educated. And just you know, like I think it's with anything. Like some people are good at what they do, and they've been taught to do it. Other people just have gut instincts and grow further because
Yeah,
the care factors more, and he's that, like he's got a natural ability and he's got the, you know, the focus as well, which is really cool.
I completely agree. He definitely has a servant heart, which you don't see all the time
Mm,
in medicine.
yeah, yeah, no, he's good. Where he said something where he says, you know, he can't, there's nobody really here that, you know, that I could work with because they don't think the same way that I do, and I was like, yeah, wish there was more.
You're like, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you
Yeah,
are. Because he sounded very unique in many, many ways in his philosophy that he runs it.
yeah,
And what's fascinating is he seems so open with his practice, so communicative. And then he does his Dr. Paul show. Then he writes books. I'm just like, wow, how do you get all that done? It's
yeah,
phenomenal. And then, you know, he's married and has a family. And so, yeah, it was a fantastic interview last night. Really happy to have him on.
yeah, no, very good, very good.
Yeah.
Loved it.
All right,
All
let
right,
me see. Are you ready to go? 25 minutes on the
i'm
board, 5 minute break.
I'm ready to go.
All right, here we go. Bye.
Go. Time. I looked at you right at the right time.
No, that went by fast.
It did. Yeah, it did. Oh, I did good.
I know I was in the middle of this scene, and you know, sometimes when you're writing, you just have to make decisions like, where am I going to go with this and everything. So it's kind of at one, like, okay, she's walking away, but then what? And I'm like, I don't know. Then what? I don't know.
Do you go into conversation or do you skip and just leave it and move on to the next day?
Well, you know, I'm trying to. This series is angsty, which is not my style, and so I have to always remember. I'm like, okay, you know, they have this like this kind of like instant um, connection, obviously, at this art gallery. And then he gets intercepted by someone. And I'm like, does she sit and wait and listen to the conversation? I was like, no, she doesn't. She walks away. She's not waiting on a man. But I'm like, where is she going? I don't know what to do. She walks away.
Sometimes that's the fun of it because we walk off without a idea sometimes.
That is me. So that's okay. Okay. Well, she set down her drink. She didn't take it. You know, she tried to reach for her pearls, which is always like her, you know how people have idiosyncrasies, like they always do the same thing. Well, she reaches for her necklace, but she's not wearing one at this, you know, art gallery opening. And so her hand
Yeah.
falls. And so then they get in conversation. She's like, I'm not waiting around. But now I'm like, where am I going to put her? Where is she going? I don't know.
She could go to the toilet and just go, oh my gosh, what am I doing?
I know, right? But it's so funny because there was one, like 2 books in a row, I wrote like scenes in the toilet, and one of our readers picked it up, and I'm like, okay, stop writing about the bathroom. So yeah,
Yeah. But I feel that all girls have a good moment in the bathroom.
I know. I think as we're talking, I think I'm gonna have her like go out to the veranda and, you know, like maybe catch a like a fresh air or something like that.
Mm.
I don't know, something like that. And
Yeah.
then I don't know. I need to see what chapter I'm on. Are they supposed to be kissing yet or no? Is it still the will they, won't they? So yeah, I have to look at
Yeah,
my
yeah,
beat.
yeah. Is it her?
Exactly. So good morning, Jessica. She's joined us.
Hey,
Jessica,
Jess.
are you editing or writing this morning? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I think these jammies that we're in are working too well.
I know. No, I'm yawning a little bit, but I'm still into this. I actually did 400 words, so I was quite uploading at the same time as writing, so it was pretty multitasking.
Oh, I don't know how many words I got. Let's see. Probably not many. I was trying to figure out what am I going to do with her. I did get 500 words. Okay.
I'm bringing back not a memory. Someone's come back from the dark, and I'm writing. It's just writing like what the girl, like it's like a brother to her. So she's just trying to make him feel better, but she doesn't want to dig deep. But they've gone through similar paths, which is yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What conversations should they have?
So we're both over.
Anything. I've been working on a complex fantasy. Oh,
Okay, so
that's
Jess,
cool.
fantasy, you know, I talk to many authors on my Let's Go Lives. There's dark fantasy, there's like Regency fantasy, high, low, epic. So what kind of fantasy?
Mm.
I talked to a author, and she does really cool stuff. Her family's from Tampa, and there's like legends of Tampa and like pirates and shipwrecks and stuff.
Wow.
She does a lot of fantasy. She's St. Fernandez, and so she does like Caribbean pirate.
Ooh.
She'll do take like real life event, like real life legacies or myth, I guess myths around the
Mm.
Florida area, and she does fantasy, and hers are really cool.
Dark fantasy romance. Ooh. Romantasy. Mm.
Romanticy. You know, I have that paranormal one that I'll write eventually. That's as close as I can get. to romantasy because I wrote it and you have to have your own magic system. You have to create rules. And Jessica knows I'm going to violate those rules. I'm not going to remember. I'll be like, Sienna has 3 hearts and Gigi has purple skin, and then I'll mix it all up.
Well, I'm glad that we're on the same level there because I've done that.
I'm too much of a realist. I love reading fantasy because
Mm.
I do read a lot of fantasy. But in mad respect, I can't. My brain is too literal. I can't go that way.
Yeah, it's a hard. I love watching even the fantasy like movies and stuff. I like reading some good There's some good fantasy out there at the moment, and there's some good like some of the authors that have written them have not written in that genre before, and they've actually blown it out the park. Like it's quite cool to see what they've come up with. Um, but yeah, I don't think I've got that power.
Yeah.
I've got lots of other little powers, but not that power.
She said that's exactly why fantasy is so hard. Keeping track of it all is a lot.
Mm.
I'd have to have a series Bible for sure, you know, and I'm doing a better job keeping those. Actually, when I was writing um, this, I said something like his whiskey colored gaze, and I'm like, girl, whiskey colored gaze. He has blue eyes. I'm like, damn it. Delete, 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 delete. I think I put like glacier blue gaze. Whiskey gaze worked better. Whiskey color. And I'm like, I don't know, is it cerulean? Is it midnight blue? Is it ice glacier blue? I don't know.
I saw these coloured eyes. It was actually one of my boys' when they were teenagers. They had the middle one had a girlfriend, and they were amber. Her eyes were amber, but when you got up close, there was a light blue ring around the outside.
How pretty.
Really, really, like you'd get lost in her eyes. It was like you couldn't figure out how that amber colour, real yellow, hazily. I don't know how else to put it, and then this light blue, and I would stare at her for ages, going, "You just come over here. I just need to look at those eyes."
Don't mind me.
Yeah,
There was a
she used to
TikTok.
go.
It's like, okay, you're creeping me out. These eyes do see. I see you seeing me. You're creeping me out. There
Oh,
was this
shocking.
TikTok that someone created, like a slideshow of eye color. You know, I saw
Mm.
that on my market research because they're like they had on there like cinnamon, amber, green,
Ah,
blue, all different kinds of blue eyes, and I was like, oh, I'm saving this because
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah,
we
yeah. For
create
colours, yeah,
characters,
that's good.
it was really good.
Yeah, I've got the ocean blue, dark blue eyes, but then they go grey as well. I get a grey colour as well. So if I wear like purples, they tend to go grayer, and then when I'm wearing blacks, they tend to go bluer.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah,
Well, I keep
it's
like,
quite. And if I'm sick, they go quite grey. Like
oh,
if I'm not well, they go very grey.
that is really cool.
Yeah,
I keep
I didn't even know they did it. Somebody else noticed it, and I was like, really?
now you're in the mirror like, what are they?
Yeah, I know, I do.
Well, I keep writing the same color eyes. Everybody has chocolate eyes. I'm like, stop with the chocolate eyes. And then cinnamon eyes. I'm like, stop with those. So now I'm just like, girl, or you know, if I went like green and there's different kinds of green, I'm like, you've got to break this up. Not everybody can have the same 3 color eyes.
Yeah,
Not everybody
yeah, yeah,
chocolate or green. Okay.
yeah. I don't know. I haven't worked at eyes in this one yet, but I know she's a bit of an emo. Like we call it emo here in Australia. So wears all the black
Yeah.
colours. Yeah,
And the white
yeah,
skin.
yeah.
Yeah. Pale
To
skin.
cover
Yeah.
like masking who she and how she is. Yeah.
Like
So that's where I'm.
Wednesday from the Addams family.
Yes, that is right. A little bit like that, more funkier.
But anyway,
Mm.
are you ready
So
to start?
I am. I got a nice hot cup of tea. My son brought it to me. I was like, yes.
Oh, what a nice kid. My son
sometimes.
doesn't, he doesn't bring me anything. He's just like, "Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done?" I'm like, "Go to school.
Oh, I'll wait till he's 30. He'll change.
You better."
I still get the whole, Mum, don't ask me that.
Well, I am lucky. He does talk to me more than his dad. He's closer to me, and so I get all like the girl talk or like,
Yeah,
what I do about, and I'm like, okay, I love it.
that's good. A
Mhm.
good market research for you too.
Well, I just, like, where's the line? Like, what are you teenagers doing right now? That.
I did that, and one was pregnant at 17, so that didn't work.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. We babies can't be raising babies over here. Let's not do
Yeah.
that.
Yes, no, that's what we did. So that's why I've got the older grandson. But yes, he is amazing. He's an amazing dad, though. Like, I can't. Brilliant dad.
Oh, that's
Mm.
yeah. Okay, ma'am. Let's go. 25
Alrighty.
3, all done. Starting now.
All right.
Alrighty, we are done.
That was fast.
It went really fast.
Mm.
All right. So we will see you guys not next week because Monday you have a conflict, and Friday I realized this my daughter's award show and graduation, and so yeah, they start that awards at 8 a.m. on Friday. I was like, whoo.
What date's the following Monday? So not this Monday, but next Monday. Is that the 20th or the 19th?
Yes.
The 19th?
Yes.
So I'm staying, I don't leave Italy until the 20th, so I can do a live then while I'm in
Okay, good.
Italy. Yeah.
Then we'll be off next week, and
Oh, I've
then
got to get the time right. So it's 6 hours before this time. So it'll be 6 p.m. I'm
okay.
writing it down so I remember.
No. Yeah, and I'll have to make the graphics, so we'll have to see what that time is. When you get to
When
Italy, we can do a test.
I get to Italy, I'll message you.
I'm
Yeah,
in
so we can get the time right.
Italy. What time is it there? What time is it here?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. I don't think 6 p.m. is right, actually. 9. I think it's 4 p.m. But anyway, I will let you know when I get there.
Okay, well, you guys have a great weekend. I hope you get some words down, and we will see you guys next Monday the 19th.
Awesome.
And in our jammies.
Yes, in our jammies. Yes, I will have my jammies on over
Yeah,
there.
because that's going to be the new vibe, jammy writing.
Yes. Yes.
Friends.
Even at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Heck yeah, most comfortable. Be comfortable. Get those words down.
Yeah.
All right, ciao for now.
Bye.